Let's talk about anti-Zionism and why it's a form of anti-Semitism. I'm not saying anti-Zionism can cross over into anti-Semitism, or that it's often expressed in anti-Semitic language, which it is. I'm saying anti-Zionism is inherently, essentially, necessarily anti-Semitic. In fact, it's the most powerful mutation of that ancient virus today. Let's recap. Zionism is the belief that the Jewish people have the right to self-determination in the land of Israel. At minimum, and I'm being generous, it's the case that the state of Israel has the right to continue to exist. Anti-Zionism is the ideology that says Israel has no right to exist, that it shouldn't exist. It's not criticism of Israel, it's the negation of Israel. Applied practically, anti-Zionism is the movement that strives to use political, economic and moral pressure to wipe the Jewish nation-state off the map and replace it with what would inevitably be an Arab-majority Palestine. So why is anti-Zionism a manifestation of anti-Semitism? 1. Anti-Zionism seeks to forcibly dispossess Jews of a fundamental right that they already enjoy as Jews, the right to self-determination. Anti-Zionism doesn't say that nation-states shouldn't exist, it says the Jewish nation-state shouldn't exist. But Israel isn't an abstract idea, it's a real place. It's the place where Jews from around the world have resurrected their ancient Hebrew language and rejuvenated their historic, indigenous culture. Anti-Zionism says Jews alone should be stripped of their internationally recognized right to a space where their distinctive culture can flourish. That's anti-Semitism. 2. Anti-Zionism necessarily fails to treat Jews as political equals. Zionism isn't a form of supremacy, it's a demand for basic political equality for Jews as a nation. But anti-Zionism is a demand that Jews alone, having secured their national freedom, should be forcibly subordinated to other majorities. It's the demand that Jews should become permanent minorities again, despite that tragic history. Anti-Zionists tell Jews they can only be treated as equals on the anti-Zionist terms, with their collective rights revoked. It's an assertion of political supremacy over Jews. That's anti-Semitism. 3. Anti-Zionism exposes Jews to dangers for which the anti-Zionists have no answer. For millennia, the Jews have faced persecution. In the 20th century, fascist, communist and Arab regimes around the world turned on their Jews, while liberal democracies denied them safe haven. Most Jews realized that the best or only way to survive was to take responsibility for their own fate, to build their own democratic state. That's Zionism. It brought Jews to their ancient homeland from countries in which they weren't wanted. Anti-Zionism says the Jews aren't wanted in Israel either and can't be the guarantors of their own existence there. But if Israel were to disappear, the Jewish people would lose their most successful self-defense mechanism ever. Anti-Zionism necessarily disregards the beliefs, the agency and the aspirations of most of the world's Jews. That's anti-Semitism. You see, anti-Semitism was never just a prejudice against Jews like other forms of racism. It was a totalistic political ideology that mobilized societies against the Jews, that treated them as an irredeemable problem to be solved. And that's exactly what anti-Zionism is about. It's not criticism, it's a hateful, totalistic, destructive ideology. Zionism was born as a revolutionary movement to breathe life into the Jewish people. The founder of the anti-Israel BDS movement says he favors Israel's euthanasia. Choose Zionism. Choose life.